Hi, everybody. My name is Patrick, and I work at a theme park, okay? And I'm going to do theme park cues with Patrick, but before I do, I just want to point out, I've got a SpongeBob tie, and it's in no relation to the fact that my name is Patrick, okay? And also, it's not regulation, so just don't tell anybody, okay? Also, I lost a button on my shirt, so my belly button's playing a little peekaboo. So just also be aware and just don't look at it. It's very self-conscious, okay? So I want to first start out by saying that I work at a theme park, which I already said, and I just wanted to tell you that there's a lot of questions that people ask me, and my usual response is I give them the answer, but then later when they leave, I say, that's not my job. So for instance, what's the number one question that people always ask when they're at a theme park?
Where's the bathroom?
Wow, you read my mind. Where's the bathroom? Now, if you notice, if it's the person's job, they'll tell you, oh, it's to the left next to the dinosaur ride. But if you don't know the answer, or if it's not your job, like me, you might go, oh, well, if you go into the park and make a right at the building, and then make another left and another right by the tree, you'll find a bathroom. Do you ever notice that it gets really complicated when you are talking to someone who doesn't really give a shit? Because it's not my job. And then here's the thing. People won't ask you again to repeat those directions because they don't want to sound like an idiot. Because they can't find the bathroom. Get it? And I had another person one time, I was working a Halloween event, and they said, oh, can you point me in the direction of the alien ride with Elliot? And I said, oh, I'm sorry, that ride's closed. And they said, oh, man. I said, yeah, it's actually been closed for 14 years, but thanks so much for coming to the park today. Okay, now's the Q&A part. Does anyone have a question for Patrick, the theme park guy? Anyone at all? If you don't, I'm going to keep talking. Oh, you do? What's your question?
Patrick, do you get to ride the rides free since you work here?
Oh, I love that question. Yes. Yes. I am more privileged than you when I work at a theme park. I get to go for free. And when I'm working, I don't get to go on the rides. But when I'm not, I get to go on the rides. Because it's not my job at that time. Does anyone else have another question? Oh, yes.
Where's the churro stand?
Do I look like I work in hospitality? If you must know the answer, once you go into the park, you're going to make a right, then you're going to make a left, and you're going to go around the building to the right, and you'll see a tree, and you'll find a stand, I'm sure. Anyone else have another question? Anyone have a question? Yes?
What is the name of your theme park?
Oh, well, that's kind of something I can't get into because I could get sued. It's the theme park in Universal City. Doesn't have a name, except maybe Universal Studios, Hollywood. But shh. That's not my job to promote it, okay? Who else has a question? Oh, back there, yes.
Do you need any special skills to work in a theme park?
Yes. You need people skills. But then again, if you don't, they'll still hire you. Because, they like to pay minimum wage for their employees who haven't graduated high school or college or even middle school sometimes. Labor laws. You have to be at least 16, of course, but, some people drop out of middle school. Not me. I have 2 master's degrees and a PhD. And I'm working as a customer service representative at Universal Studios Hollywood. Anyone else have another question? Okay, well, I got another story to tell you. Another story. It's all about the theme park that I work at, which you all know what it's called now. So one time, I worked as a market research assistant, right? And that sounds really fancy because it was with the NBC Universal. Ooh. Well, it's not. Have you ever been to a theme park and people say, hey, do you want to take a survey? It'll only take a minute, and it actually takes like 12 minutes? That was my job. But it's not my job anymore. So this one time, it was raining. And I said, oh, would you like to take a survey? And they said, oh, sure. And I said, oh, well, let's go under here where it's covered. And they said, oh, we're fine. We have an umbrella. I said, okay, well, I don't. So let's go over here. Oh, we're fine. Okay, actually, I don't need you to take the survey. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I didn't care about my quota at that point because I have a quota and I can go inside, right? So if I get all my quota done in 5 minutes, I get a 55-minute break. But if it takes me 55 minutes to get my quota, I get a 5-minute break. And if I don't meet my quota in that hour, I don't get a break. But it's not my job anymore because I work in customer service. Well, Heidi-ho, everybody. How's it going today? What can I help you with? Oh, you want to complain? That's what I figured. What's your complaint? Oh, it's too hot. Well, don't come to the theme park in the middle of summer when it's 93 degrees in California. Have a great day. I don't care if you come back or not. I'm not getting paid enough to care. It is my job, but I don't care. Anyway, so then the next person comes in line, and I say, well, how can I help you? Well, the park is too expensive. Well, someone's got to pay my minimum wage every day, and your ticket just paid it. So just think about that, plus all the people in the park and all of the employees. Each ticket times each employee times each guest in the park equals the CEO's paycheck. No, but seriously, got one final story for you. It's a good one. Well, maybe it's not, I don't know. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so for instance, there's a holiday event called a Grinchmas. Let's just put it out there. And someone came to me this year and they said, oh, where's Grinchmas? I said, actually, it's in this one central area in the park, and that is it. And they said, oh, I paid more this year than I did last year, and last year there was so much more. That's corporate for you. Charging more for a whole lot less. Okay, you guys, I'm Patrick. I love to give answers to theme park cues, so if you want to ever talk to me, let me know, and I'll give you all the rundown on all the theme parks here in Southern California and around the world. Have a great day, everybody.